And there we go. It's Sunday. I'm back on cam, as you can see. And you know what? I'm thinking about changing around that PS4 Pro donation goal. Excuse me. Mostly because I think I'd rather get my hands on that little web around green screen, so that way I can just go ahead and put up the green screen and y'all can just see me. You don't have to worry about the additional lighting in the apartment. But anyway, welcome one and all. It's another chill Sunday afternoon, and by chill, I mean it's pretty freaking cold down here. But we're going to be getting down on some more Final Fantasy VII, as you can see from the background image. Let's go ahead and get this bad boy fired up. Also, one thing you're going to notice very quickly is that I did change up I changed up the output on the emulator because part of the reason everything was rendering so stupid was because I tried to run it at a 16 by 9 aspect ratio when frankly the PS1 isn't built for 16 by 9. This was shortly before the advent of HD and the 16 by 9 ratio. But anyway, it's time for us to get down. We're going to have some more fun with Final Fantasy VII. A good time's going to be had by all. I can feel it. So we're gonna give it a moment. We're gonna give it a moment or two. Let the intro play out as it should, while hopefully more folks have the chance to pile on in. And this will also give me a shot at modifying a few things. There we go. Booyah! Hey, what's up, Andre? How you doing today, man? How's the day treating you? Good stuff. Glad to hear it, man. Now, there's actually, yeah, I saw that. So yeah, 16 characters, 3 of them new. One of them has already been. One of the new characters has already been announced, and that chick Darlie Dagger, she looks kind of dope. I want to see how she plays though. Oh, speaking of how she plays, I found a YouTube video that was showing off all the supers and like all the supers and fatal blows in Samurai Showdown. Dog. Best, like seriously, the best ones there have got to be Jubei, Earthquake, and Galford. Man, your boy goes nuts with the dog, though. Hey, how you doing, Chop? Oh boy. Yeah, it's official. If I'm gonna actually be able to play this with any sort of accuracy, because, well, I'll need that accuracy for certain parts. I'm going to need to get this on Steam. Just great. Well, I'll work with what I got. Yeah. Yeah, 12. It's $12 on Steam. I'll need to, like, maybe the next time I get paid, I'll have to, I don't know, I'll have to try and put aside the cash for it. But that means if I get it on Steam, I'll also be able to, y'all see this weird shit? But anyways, I'm thinking if I do get this on Steam, then that means I'll also be able to, like, I'll be able to add some HD mods to it. Hey, what's good, Blue? Good to see you. Like, she just got back from being followed by a bunch of stooges, and now it's like, oh, I'm off on another adventure. Unheard? What's that all about? Well, I'm not gonna lie, there haven't been, I can't say there have been too many detective games that haven't been, you know, Ace Attorney or Professor Layton or anything like that I've seen lately. That sounds pretty cool. Oh, it kind of reminds me Kind of reminds me of how you go about tailing people in judgment when you're dealing with the cases there. Didn't think you'd be stuck getting hit with PTSD, huh? Supposed to use your limit break 8 times in order to learn the next one. I think Cloud's really close to getting these. going through the game and listening to the different sound effects, you can tell that Final Fantasy VII was still originally meant to be built for something like the N64. Oh, it's one of those kind of fence things. Is there any possibility for multiplayer Bloodlines? I forgot. And therein lies our issue. Therein lies our issue. It's built for multiplayer. It seems that that quest is built for multiplayer. Oh, hold on. Who's over here getting mauled? Oh god, Cloud's dead. Damn it. Of course. Did I have her use it on herself? Son of a... Oh. That's game. Now I gotta go through that all over again. Damn it. All that because I wasn't paying attention earlier. Okay, so that's the two. So that's two limit breaks there. There's that second limit break. First off, now you see, the whole thing regarding accessibility when it comes to a game's difficulty, more often than not, especially with game journalists, the whole accessibility thing just winds up being used more as a cover. Because the way I see it, when they say, "Oh, this game needs to be made easier in order to be more accessible, for gamers with disabilities," what that tells me is that they want to infantilize. You know, they want to infantilize gamers with disabilities. Exactly, Blue. I mean, a lot of these same people, you don't see them advocating for, like, you know, specially built controllers or something. Or again, options for gamers that are colorblind, or subtitle options, stuff like that. No, it's just make the game easier. Again, they're conflating accessibility with difficulty. Exactly. But I mean, with the whole difficulty thing, let me focus this back on, at the very least, when I make those tweets, I want to focus this back on what I was initially talking about, and that's Sekiro, Bloodborne, Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1 through 3, the From Software lexicon. These are games that aren't built with difficulty levels in mind. These are games built with an experience in mind. These are games built with specific challenges. These games are supposed to be tough. They're supposed to be punishing. But the rewards for when you surmount the challenges in those games and being able to dig further and further into said games, that is the point. That's the point of games like Sekiro and Bloodborne and Dark Souls. Yeah, I mean, come on. They've been making games like this pretty much since back when they were partnered with Age Tech on the PS1. I mean, I mean, Armored Core, for crying out loud. Those games didn't have, difficulty settings or difficulty sliders. It was, you get in there, you took on the missions, you earn the cash to build better ACs to take on further missions and and experience the story therein. I mean, sure, there were exploits after you died a certain number of times, like the plus systems. But even once you got your hands on those plus systems, it's still the same. It's still the same experience, the same baked-in difficulty. And even having those extra tools in your toolkit, you still had to go through and take those fights. Okay, it's not here yet. So I remember after a certain cutscene, there's a materia you're supposed to be able to find here. And I think I know when it is, too. Now, if you'll give me just a moment. There we go. Oh, God, here we are. That's right, this is the item tent with the Gatling gun aim. Ah! Man, you already know how it's gonna go down, Cameron. Either you go big or you go home. Oh, it is about to get stupid. That's the restaurant. That's this place. We'll come back here in a bit. Okay, that's the restaurant. We don't want to worry about here yet. Might have to sell off a couple things. Let's get that mithril rod for her. And we've got literally just enough to get that metal knuckle for Tifa when she rejoins the team. I should probably change up her equipment right now. Okay, we don't have the extra materia yet. That's right. I actually have to head over this way. Move, heathen! So we ask about Tifa, then we head up to the Don's mansion. That's right. Now, Chop, if you're still watching, everything that's going on here in Sector 6, everything that's going on in this section of the game, this is one of the things that folks are hoping is going to stay in the remake. What are you plotting? And the moment she says this is where shit goes wrong. Ugh. Oh man. Rest in peace, Thunderhead. So, we're gonna have to get ourselves some gear. Alright. So, her dad is at the bar. Trying to remember if the bar is up this way. Make me some clothes. Oh my god. This po' boy. Something feels soft and that shimmers. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so the vending machine at the end. Ooh. That might be a bit of a problem. I'm gonna have to head back out and earn a little cash. I think I might need to earn cash for a couple more things here. Now let's see. What can I sell? Well, we don't need the guard stick. I can forego one of these Titan bangles too. Oh, excuse me. got the 200. Okay, so 210, that left me with 80. Okay, I had just enough. And we'll just make our way back up this way. So that's the diamond tiara down. Next up, okay, I guess I can't stop by here just yet, can I? What did you tell him? Okay, so we've got the tiara, we've got the dress. Now for the wig. Here we go. Okay, so it's square X circle. It's getting a little practice. Guess I didn't need the practice after all. go. $15 to $20. Damn. Alrighty. And with that being said, let's see. With that being said, we're gonna go ahead and take our stretch break. We'll come back in a bit, and I'll see what you're talking about as far as how Bloodlines handles experience. But I will catch y'all on the other side of the break. Should be about 5, maybe 10 minutes. Alrighty, we're back, and I do have a little something that I guess I still want to. A little something that I still want to discuss, even though I said I wouldn't be doing too much news coverage until the podcast later. Excuse me. And that is going to be the supposed decision behind, well, the thought process from the directors and producers as to why Dauntless, when it when the full version releases, why they're going to be making it Epic Games Store exclusive. The claim was that they want Dauntless to go out to as many players as possible so that they can all play together. So, you know, it'll be on Epic Games Store, it'll be on PS4, it'll be on Xbox One, and apparently there's a Switch port coming for it soon. And all I can really say is this: if you expect me to play Dauntless on PC, I'm not gonna download another launcher for it. Hell, the fact having to download a separate launcher just for Dauntless itself is one thing. But even with the hard drive space that I have, that storage real estate is really damn important to me. So, if you want me to play your game, then it better be on something where, number one, it better be on something that's a lot more consumer friendly than what the Epic Games Store is right now. Number two, it needs to be on a platform where where the main talking heads behind it aren't going about shouting about how they're supposedly making the industry better, even though the Epic Game Store is pretty much being supported by one of the most anti-consumer Chinese companies out there. Huh. Let's have today's special. Ooh, I think I had just enough for that. I had 8 Pharmacy coupon. Which one of these was the pharmacy? Oh, this one right here. And I need the digestive. From here is head back up to the bar. And we help handle the issue over here. That right there doesn't surprise me. There we go. Now that we got the members card. Now that we got the members card, it begins. I'll hold ground for now. Uh, okay, I'm gonna go for it. Maybe it's a good thing that we're actually going through this on, the normal, PS1 version of this game. Because playing through this part in the remake might probably get people kicked off of Twitch. God help us. Oh, wait. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Because I know that in here you're supposed to be able to actually have like one of them put makeup on him. You can stop smacking me now. Ugh. Okay, let's see if I'll still be able to... Uh, here we go. Okay, so we got the makeup. I think we've pretty much got all the. I think we've pretty much got all the best items we could. Yep. The ruthless capitalist. And now, oh, now for the real shit. Like it wasn't bad enough just getting the items. All right, here we go. Yes, 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 yes. Yakuza Kiwami 2. Speaking of which, I'm thinking this coming week. It this coming week it'll probably be Thursday because it looks like Tuesday I may have an interview coming up, so I might not be able to stream, at least not at the usual time. But Thursday, definitely. Definitely. Cup of Gaming stream Thursday morning. I'm going to be getting back to Yakuza Kiwami 2 on the PS4. So, fingers crossed that we get some people coming in and that we have some fun along the way. Mm-hmm. And so it begins. We're all dressed up. Ooh. Excuse me. Well, yeah, since I'm playing this on the emulator, all the 3D all the characters are kind of off center compared to the render. I mean, you see that shit? Yeah. I mean, to be fair, yeah, that's one thing I have found. It's a trick to emulate, but oh god, this part. That's true. You still do wind up with PS2 games that just don't work out too well. Huh. I remember I remember trying to play Rogue Galaxy on the PS2 emulator that I have on the PCSX2, and it was working relatively well. Yeah, I didn't have too many issues with it. I'll have I'll have to give Rogue Galaxy another shot, and also, you know, yeah, also do some reading up to see what kind of issues others might have been having with it. But it is funny that you mentioned that because Rogue Galaxy is, whew, man, like Rogue Galaxy is one of those PS2 games that I just absolutely love going back to playing. Oh, honestly, and this is a big claim for me to make, and it's also a very subjective claim, but I would call Rogue Galaxy a perfect PS2 title. And I say this because, number one, it does the two major things that a good JRPG does. Rogue Galaxy does them well, and that's exploration and combat. Both of those are immensely enjoyable. Just the different worlds you get to go to, the different locales on each world, exploring to find items, the different fights you get into, and how you work between your primary and secondary weapons to make combos, character progression through the revelation chart. And while the story, I mean, yeah, the story is pretty, it's pretty cookie cutter, you know, it's your basic anime kind of thing. But outside of the combat and character progression, it doesn't do anything new, but everything it does, it is competent. And it all just really, all the elements just mix together really well. Yeah, the story works. Up. My man's is floating. He's floating. Okay, that's all three of us together, so go into equipment. Put that metal buckle on. Okay, give me just a quick second. Gonna drop that save state. And boom. And here we go. The choosening. Oh my god. This is all so very wrong. No. No. And so it seems that with the diamond tiara, the silk dress, the lingerie, the makeup, that was everything I needed for Mohawk Ron Jeremy to choose Cloud. Oh boy. go. I would imagine Cloud, like seriously, just like in the Mission Abridged stuff from Team 4 Star, I would imagine Cloud getting so much shit for this. So much shit. No. No. I know there's supposed to be something back here. Ah, there we go. There we go. God help me. Do I play along? Like, do I play along with this or not? I don't know. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, no, no. He's... Boy is getting roasted. Oh, but wait a minute. But the fact that Cloud got chosen over both Aerith and Tifa, he could kinda actually flip it back on them if they were to give him shit for it. Oh, you got back just in time. You got back just in time. Oh. I know this is supposed to be like a serious part of the game, and you know, just really sleazy, this really sleazy area, but I just can't help but fucking laugh. Oh, oh my god. This is almost too much. I guess? Whew. Jesus! These people are violent! Smashed grapes. Yay. So yeah, he really is into traps. Like, he's into traps, he's into boobies, and he's into booby traps. There, I said it. Oh god, I said it. I can't believe I actually said it. Ah. You just logged into one of the more hilarious parts of FF7. But, Ishari, good to have you on the stream. It's great to see more folks coming in. Oh, man. I'm having way too much fun with this. Alright, Hikari, come back when you get the chance. Well, you know what I'm also thinking I might do is jump on and start playing some more Dynasty Warriors 8 somewhere down the line. Because I miss having Paulie come in and, like, you know, hit us up with historical and geographical Chinese trivia. It was always like a really cool additional part of the stream whenever I play. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Cam. Yep. Yeah, I've read some of the like bits and pieces from Romance of the Three Kingdoms, and man, it's not often that you see historical fiction written as insane as those books can get. Oh yeah, dropping Sector 7. It is a bit excessive. But I mean, you know, this is Shinra we're talking about. You know, they're the classic evil uber capitalist mega corporation. I mean, if we're actually gonna get topical with this, well, nah. No, you got it right there. Evil beyond evil to make a point. It kind of makes me wonder how the writing's gonna be redone once the remake actually comes out. Yeah, that's true. They could do something like that, but then, you know, just like he's mentioning here, they drop Sector 7, and it's what they'd see as acceptable sacrifices. Sure, they get rid of the slums, they get rid of the avalanche, the people living topside in Sector 7 basically become martyrs for Shinra to, you know, ratchet up the public opinion pressure against, against groups like Avalanche, and, ratchet up positive public opinion for Shinra. There you go. Corporates be crazy. That sounds about right. Alright, I'm gonna try and save her healing for later. Okay, we use the healing now. Alright, now let's see. If cross slash works, then that should paralyze this thing and give us a little bit of leeway. Boom. Torch one more time. Okay. Missed the extra damage chance. That's that. Alright, so let's go ahead and, will it not let me grab the item? Ah! Oh, that's right. It's supposed to be on that upper platform. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so we are dealing with water-based enemies, which means torch them. There we go, that's done. Let's see, she gets hit with bubble. Okay, thankfully that didn't cause depression. Okay, got the potion. Y'all are seeing this, right? Okay, we're at the 2-hour mark, so, what do you guys think? Uh, as far as that goes, I think it again might be just a case of either the game or maybe it's something with the aspect ratio I have to fix. I'm not entirely sure. But that being said, what do you say we at least take another break? You know, give ourselves another chance to get up, stretch our legs, get something to drink. Let's see, it's 4:01 right now, so we'll pop back in at about we'll pop back in at about 4, let's say 4:05, 4:10 at the latest. But actually, I could definitely use another stretch. And I don't think it'll really break the game down the line. I think it's just going to be a point where it's just going to be something where I'll have to get used to how everything is offset if I'm going to be playing this further on the emulator. Otherwise, I'll just have to get the change together and see what I can do about buying it on Steam. Heck, I might do that anyway and just, play it to where I can get back up to where I was if I haven't gotten too far by that point. And then just keep streaming the Steam version from there. Which means also I can play it in, 16 by 9 HD, maybe with some of the higher quality texture mods and such on. But that's a tentative plan B, I should say. But anyway, let's take that quick break. I'll catch y'all on the other side. Never underestimate the importance of getting in a good stretch. Woo! So we're just gonna go right ahead and finish up. Let's have her start the curing there. That's done. Restore all. Ooh, there we go. That's going to be a good one. That's right. Start it down there. And then run it this way. Climb the ladder, and this puts us... This puts us in the train graveyard. Felt like my cap was sitting a little lower on my forehead than I wanted it to. Ah! Take one step towards the save point, and here we are. See if I'll be able to steal anything from these guys here. Give me that ether. And yeah, we'll just let loose with that cross slash and be done with it. You know what? I think you'll fit in just fine here. No kill like overkill indeed. which is, funny enough, one of the reasons why I enjoyed the, why I enjoy some of the Enix RPG titles, in particular Star Ocean 2 and 3. Because that right there, yeah, that is straight up overkill. Like, level 255 and all that other glorious nonsense. Yeah. It's gonna cast Drain. I'm trying to remember, can I actually steal any... There's gotta be an enemy here where I can steal something from them that would, like... Ghost Hand. But I know there's an enemy around these parts that if I steal from them, then it basically nets me a, like, crazy useful item. That's right. That's a ladder, not a straight-up walkway. So the ladder gets me to the high potion. And I'm gonna need to... Probably gonna need to take that ladder if I want to get to the next part of the... Yep, next part of the area. The high potion there. That's one of the great things about playing this, though. Just the feeling of everything coming back to you after having played it so many times so long ago. Okay, ice is not a good idea. Note to self, ice is a very bad idea on those guys. Got him. And there we go. Job's done. There we go. I should be able to step off of those train cars. So what does the ghost hand do? Ah, MP train. Keep up damage like that, that's gonna give us limit breaks in no time. And then they're all screwed. Oh yeah, now you've done it. Torched. Oh, 5 points off. Oh, wait. Need to drop down here. Go up and around. That's right. And then I should be able to climb that ladder. And that puts us at part 2. Okay, it's more of those guys. Oh, you aimed for the wrong one. Well, I guess the magic's gonna finish that one off then. That ice cast did some damage. Alright. So we go down this way, and what do we find? Another potion. Now, is this the guy I can steal something useful from? shit, he's casting sleep. Striking staff, not so. And everybody's out. Come on, ladies, wake up. See, that's what happens when you wake someone up the wrong way. They get up and deck you. They get up and deck you hard. God forbid you wake up. God forbid you wake someone up and they're angry enough to punch your horse. Like, Mr. Ed didn't do anything. Oh. Now I just need more materia to actually... load that up with. Okay, that's what was in there. Now, is there... Nope, that's the way I came from. Oh. Oh, that sneak attack was painful. Okay, so, point me to use one of those. Up the ladder. Get the high potion. I didn't get myself stuck. Well, I shouldn't have. That's right. That's right, that's right. Again, this is all just a matter of trying to remember my footing here, so to speak. That gets torched. How messed up is it when the ghost tries to fade out, only to fade back in and get bopped? There we go. Across here, we go down the ladder, and that gets us to the finish line. Whew, there we go. Yo! Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Oh. I completely forgot that Wedge just takes a straight dive. Okay, so what happens next? What are we looking at in terms of materia? Yes! Alright, Mr. General Store, hook me up. Come on. There we go. That's right, it's these Robocopter dudes. Okay, so all they've got are potions. That's all she wrote. There we go. Okay, Barrett's got the range, so we shouldn't have to worry too much about that. I'll let Tifa stay as our healer. And leave Cloud to cover him. Get those HP numbers back up. Here we go. So we start off with that. Bugger. Yeah, dude's not gonna like what's coming his way. Is there anything I can steal from him? Nothing to steal. Right. Oh, is she paralyzed? She's paralyzed. And Cloud's stuck in the pyramid. And that's that. Okay. Now, just humor me for a second. How hard do you think someone would need to get slapped in order for you to hear it over helicopter blades? Oh, what are y'all doing running? You know you can't make it. Man, this is what I was remembering earlier when we were running through the park. Yeah, I've finished this game before. I finished it like at least 5 or 6 times over the course of owning both a PS2, well, a PS1 and a PS2. It's just been a long time since I've really sat down and played through it, so, you know, it's more a matter of playing through and making sure that, you know, certain things can, you know, making sure that I remember certain things. Uh, how far'd you get through it? Okay. Ah. Oh, and I'm stuck on my own? Nah. There we go. Now that that little forced cutscene is over. Number one, if I get in a fight with anything, it's going to be with a full crew. Number two, oh, damn it! But number two is that I can run back to that park area and pick me up this little bad boy. Now, while it ain't much, sense is definitely going to help. Someone's toast. Go. Okay, so we've made it down this way. Cross here. Down and back. This way. Alright, what have we? I certainly would not mind. Let's see, 6 and 6, that's 12, plus 7, that's 19, 50. Ooh, that is almost all of my, it's almost all of my cash if I go for multiples, so. We just get these. Now we've got at least 2 healers. Weapons and gear. We need at least 2 more Titan bangles. One for you. One for you. There we go. Got some extra materia. Defense is bolstered. There it is. Now there's a few glitches / exploits that I wouldn't be surprised if they were somehow patched out of like the Steam version of the game. But let's just say that once I get my hands on the double item materia, oh Betty, that's when the game's just going to be broken. You know, I'm not gonna lie. Final Fantasy VII may get a lot of grief. Because, I mean, the game got a lot of hype, so you can understand that the game's likely to get a lot of backlash. You know, a lot of hype backlash, right? But if there's one thing I really dig it's that even with, the fact that Disc 3 is technically just like opening access to the last dungeon in the game, or like the last 2 or 3 dungeons, the pacing of the story in Final Fantasy VII itself is really solid. I mean, just the way the way the major plot points kind of flow into each other, how they lead into each other. It's it's underappreciated. Just how consistently put together the writing is, even with the plot holes in this game that, later stuff in the compilation tries to patch up. I mean, if we were to put together like a comprehensive Final Fantasy VII, I don't know if hype lash is a term, but hype backlash is, that is something that's listed. If nothing else, it's listed on TV tropes as a thing. But yeah, hype lash should be a new term for that. No question. It's nice and simple. There you go. There you go. But as I was saying, though, if we were gonna make a comprehensive Final Fantasy VII, like something where the plot is consistent and no, not consistent. The plot is concise. It stands alone on its own. You start with Crisis Core. You get you get your first... Actually, yeah. Start with Crisis Core, add some of the content from before Crisis, so that way you've got your first experience with the Turks and with Soldier and Shinra as a whole. You kind of get, you get the backstory between Zack, Aerith, Cloud, and Sephiroth. Move from that to, Final Fantasy VII proper. Maybe have... Well, no. Because FF7 Last Order takes place basically during the events of Crisis Core. But take Crisis Core and Last Order, then you have Final Fantasy VII proper, and maybe with some substantial rewriting, add in, to end the saga, have the events of Advent Children and Dirge of Cerberus. Speaking of Dirge of Cerberus, I think I need to see if I haven't got that already. I definitely need to get that for my PS2 emulator. Write out or at least rewrite Genesis, because Genesis is a gacked insert. He's a gacked self-insert. But at the same time, Genesis as a character still kind of works as being part of the catalyst for for what drives Sephiroth to the to the state of mind and to the position that he's in at the end of Crisis Core. You know what? That could work. I mean, in a way, I mean, V and Genesis have a lot of similarities to them. And not just in their, book reading antics. But I mean, like, as a playable character, I could kind of see Genesis as a swordsman plus, Like, okay. Just humor me for a second. Let's say in Crisis Core, make it so that not only Zack is playable, but make it so that you can actually, in certain segments, play as Angeal, Sephiroth, and Genesis. Play out some of their missions, or have them as unlockable characters after you beat the game. Sephiroth would probably be, more of the speed-based swordsman, even with the size of his Nodachi. Let's see, Angeal would be more of probably like the tank. He'd be more of the heavy hitter. And then, Genesis, again, he would be a swordsman, but his specialty would probably be like, his specialty would probably be like certain materia. Or maybe just other techniques that would be unique to him. All right. So, pretty much once this segment's over and I get back outside the house to save, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the stream there for today. Especially since we got to have a little bit of time between now and the podcast to just kind of relax and rest up, and also for me to, dig up some of the news stuff that I wanted to cover. There we go. Your whiskers hurt. Alrighty. Okay, so Wall Market. That means we're going back to Sector 6. Alright, so let's get in that save, and then after that, next stream, or at least, well, the next stream where I play this, we'll be making tracks for the Shinra building. Let's run that, let's do that save state, and then exit. Alright, everybody, so this is going to be the point where we drop the stream for today. As I was mentioning earlier, we've got a new episode of the Metro City Boys podcast coming up at 6:30, so there's going to be plenty more bullshittery for you to take part in, plenty of laughs, lots of fun. My next stream, right now my next stream is going to be scheduled for Tuesday morning. It's going to be another Cup of Gaming stream. And I'm thinking, since I still want to do a combination of retro and, more modern stuff, I'll probably keep the Cup of Gaming streams to the retro stuff in the morning. But we'll see how that shakes out. But again, I'm going to try and stream again on Tuesday, so depending on what happens, I might wind up just having to push it to later in the day because of a potential interview that I've got coming up. I'll be sure to keep you guys posted if you're following me on Twitter. But until next time, I'll see y'all on the Metro City Boys podcast. Y'all have a top-notch Sunday. And as always, stay good, neighborhood.